Hello everyone, my name is Millar. Now, have you ever been in a conversation with a gay person before in which oftentimes you would question what they were trying to say? Well, that's probably because they're speaking a language called Beki, or Bekimon. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, no. In fact, it's a very interesting take on how creative, dynamic, and colorful a language can be. This language was primarily used to communicate inside the gay community, which means only they can understand it. It's like a secret code for them. Over time, society took interest in it. I mean, who wouldn't? The language just sounds fun. Hearing someone say, "Ay, grabidad, ang Janet Jackson detached, Toyota na ang skin ng lola mo." You gotta have flair whenever you speak the language. Did you understand that? Well, at first you'd go like, what did Janet Jackson do? Or what does Toyota have to do with your grandma's skin? People who speak Beki commonly just use alterations of either the English or Tagalog language, meaning they just play around with the base words and form new ones. Some of these examples include
Deadmatologist, which means a really snobbish person, from the Tagalog word deadma. For example, "Ay hindi ka papansinin ng taong yan, isa siyang deadmatologist." Mudrakels, which means mom, from the English word mother, which they made into mudra. For example, "Teka, hintayin mo ko, hihingi muna ako ng baon kay Mudrakels." Pudrakels, which means dad, from the English word father, which they made into pudra. For example, "Hanggang diyan ka lang sa gate ng bahay, strict ang pudrakels ko." Zerowena, which means none, or wala na, from the English word zero. For example, "Meron ka bang extra na papel dyan?" Answer, "Ay sorry, zerowena." Noselift, which means you know, from the English word know. For example, "Noselift ko ang sagot sa tanong niya." Thundercats, which means older than you, from the Tagalog word matanda. For example, "Birthday mo nga pala kahapon, no? Happy birthday! Thundercats ka na!" Kalurki, which means crazy, from the Tagalog word nakakaloka. For example, "Ang haba-haba ng traffic dito sa EDSA ha, nakakalurky." Gorabels, which means to go, from the English word go. For example, "Gorabels na tayo sa mall, gusto ko mag-shopping." Kuala Lumpur, which means squatter or poor, from the English word squatter or also poor. For example, "Ang hirap naman ng buhay, dumadami na mga Kuala Lumpur dito."
They also have borrowed words. Same exact words from other languages but have totally different meanings. Here are some examples.
Anaconda, which means traitor, because an anaconda is a type of snake. For example, "Bakit mo sinabi sa kanila ang sikreto ko? Anaconda ka!" Katol, which means that a person looks like a housemaid or mukhang katulong. For example, "Hindi ako impressed dyan sa nililigawan mo, isang katol." Carry, which means alright or you got this. For example, "Kaya mo bang sunduin si Junior sa school mamaya?" Answer, "Oo naman no, carry ko yan." Yesterday, which simply means yes. For example, "Naisampay mo na ba ang mga labada?" Answer, "Yesterday." X-Men, which means gay, from the literal translation, former men. For example, "Si Bobby Drake ay isang X-Men." Crayola, which means cry. For example, "Ang lungkot naman ng story mo, sister. Crayola na ako." Malaysian, which means you don't know or you have no idea. For example, "Alam mo ba kung anong oras dadating yung kaibigan mo?" Answer, "Malaysia."
From borrowed words, they also have unique ones. Words they themselves have invented. Some of these include
Churva or chuva, which doesn't really mean anything. It is a very flexible expression which can be used as a verb, noun, or adjective. For example, ayaw matanggal nitong tsorva na nasa balikat ko, ha? Jowa, which means your significant other. For example, so, kayo pa ba nung jowa mo? Charot, or echos, which means just kidding. For example, ay, ang ganda-ganda mo today, ha? Charot. Chaka, which means ugly. For example, palitan mo nga yung layout ng front page, ang tsaka.
Interesting enough, they even use pop culture names in their dictionary. Famous names that have meaning. Here are some of them.
Hagardo Versosa, which came from the celebrity name Gardo Versosa, which means haggard. Tom Jones, from the singer name Sir Thomas Jones, which means hungry or gutom. Afraidy Aguilar, from the celebrity name Freddy Aguilar, which means you're afraid. Pilar Pilapil, from the very same celebrity name, which means to fall in line, or pila. Majinet Jackson, from the celebrity name Janet Jackson, which means it's hot, or mainit. Peter Ocampo, from the celebrity name Dieter Ocampo, which means being bitter in life. Aga Mulak, from the very same celebrity name, which means early, or maaga. Jano Gibbs, from the very same celebrity name, which means to give. And Kuya Germs, from Herman Moreno's screen name, which means dirty.
And it doesn't stop there. They even substitute letters on some words to make it even more colorful. Here are some examples.
Mashonda, meaning old, from the original word matanda. Majuba, meaning fat, from the original word mataba. Tarush, meaning sassy, from the original word taray. Akech, meaning yourself, from the original word ako. And shokot, meaning afraid, from the original word takot.
All of these are just a small amount of their extensive library of words. Also, please note that all the examples that I gave are just level 1 use of the Beki language. If you want to get a feel of what their normal sentence would sound like, I found these on the internet.
Imagine your basketball coach speaking Beki. Keber sa kalaban, just focus. We cannot afford to lose Valdez. Get lucky nyo yung last free throw. Windangin yung mga julaban, okay? Go for gold to the highest level, mga chorva. Go lang! Or your mother writing your teacher a letter because you're going to be absent in school. Dear Teacherette, kamusta sa kalabasa? Keri ka lang ba? Bet kong italak sayes na witit makakadyosok sa skulembang si Junakis ngayon, chi. Ra-rampage si Ateshi now at bet kong ka-join force si Bebemon. Ispluk ni Junakis na may periodical examinelya si Lachina. Sana i-givlakan mo itay ng bonggang-bonggang espesyal-linda examinelya. Truly bells, mudrakels. Or maybe you're driving your car for someone and then they say this to you. Iklok mo na dyan ang karo. Giovanni Calvo na ako. Mag-Egyptian Airlines na lang ako, no? Imbyer na Gandhi ako sa'yo.
The Beki language may be diverse, but most of the time you just have to listen carefully and pinpoint the root words or compare similar sounding ones so you would have an idea of what's going on. Okay, that's it for this video. We hope to see you again on the next one. If you know any more on the Beki dictionary you want to share, please write them down on the comment section. Now, I really recommend you try and converse with someone who knows how to speak the language. It's really fun. Hey everyone, thanks again for taking the time in watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please give us a like. We would also really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel by clicking the subscribe button. If you already are, then spread the love by sharing this video to your friends. Alright, bye now and have a nice day. Rules of the road. I mean, they might not have any idea about it, that's why they're like that. So let's give them an idea by talking about the proper etiquettes while on the road. Let's start off with your safety.